A very warm good afternoon to all the Ayurveda doctors, students, teachers. And today we are having the session of Ajara Rasayana on the third event. And today we are talking about psoriasis. And one of the reasons why we selected the topic of psoriasis is because this has been a very big problem among many of the patients who are suffering with that. And there is no proper treatment in many of the uh, real therapies that allopathic medicines are giving. Apart from giving some steroids or many of the immunosuppressants, there is no proper cure for that. And when it comes to Ayurveda, we are able to give them a real change and also a lot of changes in uplifting their immune system and also their improving in their complexion. Now, today we have Dr. Sri Krishnan, and he was a retired professor from Kottakkal Ayurveda College. Now, just to read a few aspects about Dr. Sri Krishnan, he is one among the few Ayurvedic physicians from Kerala practicing the Ashtangas of Ayurveda. Now, following the school of thought of Kai Kulangara Ramavariyar of Kashyapa tradition. Now, traditional Bala Chikilsa school of Kerala. He's traditionally specialized in Bala Chikilsa and Visha Chikilsa and very expert in Ayurveda dermatology, especially Bala Visarka. Now, he's currently running own traditional Ayurveda center, Dhanvantri Ayurveda Bhavan. Several doctors, house surgeons, and students from different parts of India are undergoing traditional training in his center. And he is also giving free treatments to poor patients on all Fridays as a charity service. Now, just to give a few of his laurels, he has delivered 2 hours lecture about Ayurveda dermatology in the 6th International Ayurveda Symposium for Low Countries at Belgium as a guest speaker in September of 2017. And he also delivered 2 hours lecture for the Ayurveda Yoga Organization at Hiroshima, Japan, about atopic dermatitis in March of 2018. And he has also been awarded the P.S. Warrior Award by the Kottakkal Ayurveda Shala, and he's been empaneled as Chikitsa Guru by Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapeeth under Ayush Department, central government. Now, his life motto is "Life is beautiful when it is simple. Ayurveda is a lifestyle which is simple and beautiful." Now we go over to Dr. Sri Krishnan. Sir, thank you so much for being part of this Acharya Rasayana. And our mission of Acharya Rasayana is to bring in all the great practitioners who are also teachers and also who can uplift the confidence level of all the Ayurvedic doctors. Because today what we see is we have so many Ayurveda doctors, but what we need is the confidence levels that we need to go up in their practice. So now we go over to you for the topic of psoriasis, and we want to learn so much from you. Thank you, sir, for being part of this.
Hello,
Now we
pranam to all. Okay, pranam to all doctors who is attending this seminar organized by Sitaram Ayurveda Pharmacy Trichy. And first of all, I congratulate Vignesh Devaraj. I don't know how you got my this type of biodata introduction. Your introduction, I still maybe you collected the biodata. Okay, thank you for a nice introduction. And also, I thankful to my good old friend Dr. Ramanathan, who invited me to deliver a speech. Because when Ramanathan is called me for a seminar, I cannot say no because we are like such a friends. Usually, because I am very busy, even though usually occasionally I am giving the lecture, and this is one of the lecture I cannot deny when invitation from him is coming. Anyhow, now I think we are running a hectic and confused period in the COVID affection. All the Ayurveda doctors are. I think I'm very seeing a different attitude of doctors because they are very to attend the seminar because it is very easy to attend the webinar, and also most of the doctors are very eager to study more. And I think this will be the Sitaram is doing a very wonderful and beautiful program by conducting this seminar. So I think today's subject you are given is psoriasis, a modern diagnostic name. So nowadays we are seeing several advertisements that psoriasis effective medicine, there's effective treatment, there are special treatment, but that's also confusing. Even though psoriasis is a very familiar, very percentage of skin disease, the actual diagnosis and effective treatment is very rare. since the people are very suffering, they will approach doctors and in regarding the some money, etc., etc. That is the situation we are seeing. So when you are approaching the dermatology problem of Ayurveda in a scientific way, I have got nothing in my my own, only from the Samhita, from the Ayurveda, and also my from my experience and from the blessing of the Lord Dhanvantari and my parents and my gurus. I have developed my own style, a line of treatment in the dermatology problem. Among that, this also one of the line of treatment, and actually it is not my own, it's Samhita, actually Ayurvedic point of view. Samhita based Ayurvedic point of basic things, fundamental, apply the fundamental principles in the treatment level and give the patient an economic and effective scientific treatment. That is my own attitude in the dermatology problem. So I think I can start my some presentation. I have got some slide, then only the people will understand, especially for the these dermatology classes. Now I can start the first slide. And since I have got more than 70 or 80 slides, I will discuss the important matter. Okay. My humble pranam to my parents and my wisdom, Lord Dhanvantari, Om Namami Dhanvantarima, Dhanvantarima Devan Sudasri Vandita Bhata Patmam, Loke Jarar Bhayamurti Nasham, Dharamisham Vividhoshadhina. Okay, welcome to all to my great institution, organization. And today's subject you are given, management of psoriasis, a practical approach. See, nowadays, why this important in subject? So, what is the limitations of EMS nowadays? Now, the psoriasis treatment is only limited to this Ayyapala. All the advertisement, all the practices, most of the people are depending upon the Ayyapala. That is like the Tinctoria. Several people are making several medicines, but as per Ayurveda, Ayyapala is not a single word answer to psoriasis. I will explain from an experience, or I will start the class with an experience of one treatment. This is a history of the case. He said, he is coming from Shah, from Koilor. This patient I got on this lockdown period. What happened, this patient approached an allopathy doctor with this signs and symptoms. And the allopathy doctor, after having some medicine, and the doctor got a biopsy report. From the biopsy report, they diagnosed the gutted psoriasis. And the biopsy, the morphology features suggestive for gutted eruptive psoriasis. Clinically correlated also. And by this, when they understood that it was psoriasis, they approached a BIMS doctor in nearby Koilon. The Koilon, that doctor given this Ayyapala Karatailam and some Kashayam and some Lekim and Khridam, etc., etc. Within few days, this be exacerbated like it. Why I'm putting this? The effectiveness and limitations of Rokia Tinctoria should identify properly. Then only we are getting good result. So this Ayyapala cause this type of exacerbation, it changed to erythroderma. And this patient, I think somebody told him and give my number and send me the reports. And from the reports, actually why it is increased, you have to think what is the Saraitya Tinctoria. The Sheta Saraitya Tinctoria, actually it is Kadudikka Kababa, it is Kabashamanam and Grashini Rekta Shodhani. Kandu Visarpa, Agnimandya Shobha Shula Adiganche, Kandu Visarpa. But it is Asya Patram Kadustamcha Kabhavata Vinashanam. This leaf of the Sheta Guraja or Ayyapala is Ushna and Kadu. So it is contraindicated Vaitiga conditions and somewhat allergic conditions. So since this patient actually, so it contraindicated Pitta Pradhana and Pitta Bandha condition, especially if it is in eczematous condition, it is seborrheic condition, and it is atopic condition, the Saraitya Tinctoria will give adverse effect. So this patient actually by evaluation, the itching and scaling is there. And this patient has only 20 years old guy studying for architecture in Kollam College. He had a history of atopic dermatitis. His ESR and IG is raised. He is a Pitta Pradhana. So without knowing that, the doctor given this Ayyapala Karatailam. Then it is actually it is the patient is and the dosha is Kapha-pitta dosha, and this is increased. So at present we are diagnosing with the Kapha-pitta dosha and Gara Nidana, allergic. Here I have given is Haridra Khandam and Dushi Vishari Guliya and Lotra Seviyadi Kashayan for Chalanam and Mahatikta Gardam for action. Actually, why I put in this medicine, actually I have to thankful Dr. Ramandasan for preparing this Lotra Seviyadi Chalanam. No other company is preparing the Lotra Seviyadi. Since it's a very toxic reaction. In this condition, this is actually more Pythia plus Kapha. So in this condition, I can Lotra Seviyadi Kashayan. Haridra Khandam is first manufactured by Dr. Ramanathan. And this also, Alarkand tablet is also there. That's also used in this condition along with Dushi. Only this medicine I have given. And these consultations are by online consultation. Since it is April, May, this lockdown period. And by this consult within 2 weeks, this was the result. Only little bit, this was the result. So this was the result by understanding the dosha and analyzing the patient, being the exact medicine. Only this simple medicine is enough. No other Girda Kashaya is enough. Only this is enough. But external application is very, very important, demanding. So by this, I'm starting my class. Because nowadays, usually the seminar you will give a subject and everybody will speak. But today you are given psoriasis. So what is the diagnosed patient? It is management. Diagnosed psoriasis, management confused. Because usually we are getting diagnose the patient as a psoriasis. By biopsy or any other modern people will diagnose it as psoriasis. Nowadays, the diagnosis of psoriasis is very easy for them, and it's unnecessary they are telling it is psoriasis. Even though it is not psoriasis, they are diagnosed as psoriasis. So, when the patient is coming with a diagnosed psoriasis, the manager will be confused. You have to identify the exact condition because you cannot approach as a psoriasis, but think in the Ayurvedic point of view. So what is my approach is in all the cases, even though it is diagnosed of any psoriasis, you don't think about psoriasis, but approach will be very different. So in this case, I will share my thoughts among the doctors, a creative destruction statement. Yes, because you have given me psoriasis. I don't know what is psoriasis actually. I don't know how to diagnose psoriasis. I don't know how to manage, but we can manage effectively and economically the patient suffering from psoriatic type disease with Ayurveda principles. That is my first approach, first must definition if you are approaching this type of patient. So even though you are got a diagnosed patient, you don't think about it psoriasis and tell the patient that you are psoriasis, we are got effective medicine for psoriasis. You forget the word psoriasis and approach the Ayurvedic point of view. So how? Of course, you are thinking in a reverse pathology. First, Rogat Jnanam is very important. Using our Pramana, Pratyaksha, Anubhavana, Aptavakya. Approach the patient. You have got a patient. Now, by Darshana Sparshana Prashna Paricheta Roganam, Rogam Nidana Pragruva Lakshno Vaishya. Here, what are the Pratyaksham? You are going some Behi Dukshata. When you hear Antas Snigdata, if you are in this case removing some Snigdata is there and some Rajakiranam, exfoliation is there, and it's white scale with reddish color is there. And when you are approaching, you are seeing the patient, you are seeing that the patient is Pitta Kapha Prakriti, Pitta more when Kapha attached to Prakriti. And by analyzing the patient, you have got that, I understood that the patient is usually having a Viruddhaharajanya. But usually he's taking hotel food. Daily he's taking Viruddhahara from the hotel, and also some other habits like smoking, drinking, etc., etc. And so his Agni is not proper. So here, as per the signs and symptoms, you have to see that the patient is suffering from Kaphavada Roga. So how you will understand the Kaphavada Roga? Here see Behirukshada, Antasningraja Kiralam. Here, think about what Charaka is saying. Here, Dosha Vijendram. Rauksham Shoshattoda Shulam Sangojanam Tadayama, Parusham Karabavo Harsha Syava Arunatamcha, Kusteshu Vadalinga, Daho Raga Varisrava Paga, Visragando Kleda, Tata Angapadamcha Vitagram, Shaitim, Kandu Stadium, Tulse the Gaurava Sneha, Kusteshu to Kabadilingam, Jendubira Vikshanam Kleda. Here, when you are seeing the signs and symptoms, you see the more Vada and Kapha Lakshana, only less Pitta Lakshana. So by that, you think it is a Vata Kapha Roga. So it is Pratyaksha. So what will be your Anumana? So what are the Vata Kapha Lakshana Yoga Acharya described? And you are thinking that it is one of your Anumana, that one of it is the Vata Kabaja Yoga. So what are the Vata Kabaja Yoga? What Acharya, Pratyakshanupamana, Aptavakya? What is Aptavakya? Tell it. Charmega Kustakidva Sigma, Alasaiva, Adiyava, the Shleshmolva, Sheshmita, the Duchalarki. Here, Acharya telling you Anumana, that is most of the signs and symptoms resemble the Sigma Yoga. So, as per that, you are Anumana, giving Anuman, it was diagnosed as a Sigma. So, what is the Sigma Lakshana? Sigma Rootam Begis Nikta Anta Krishna Rajakiri, Flexus Persham, Tanu, Shweta Tavram, Daudhika Pushpa, Prayana Churdhaga Asia. Now, Partyasha Upamana, you have seen previously some cases, you compare with that and think you are diagnosed. So, after the diagnosis, you are going deep. What is the actual pathology, actual samprapti of that patient? Here you are seeing the Vata Kapha Lakshana. That means here the Rasadadu Dushti Lakshana also you can see. As per the Baudiya, here Vata and Kapha, here Vayu, Agni Buddha, Vaishami is there, Vayu and Prithvi Buddha is increased. So how you can give some comfort to the patient, you will have to maintain the Bhavudya Ghatana of the skin or the body. Here, Vayu and Prithvi Buddha is increased. Jala Buddha, and you have to properly maintain the Agni Buddha. So select a medicine, select a drug, select a patya, select a food which Panchabhuta in the body. That is, Jala, increase the Jala Bhuta, Agni Bhuta, Vaishmi, you have to correct. Then Vayu Pradhivi Bhuta is increased. Vayu Sya Rukshaha, Pradhivi Murta. When the Murta Pradhivi is attacked by the Rukshaha of Vayu, there will be some crack and exfoliation will be there. This is the basic simple pathology of this type of disease. So, what is the management? Here we have to increase Agni Jala Bhuta in the body. Best choice is Girdam. And so I have given this patient Mahatikta internally and externally. But here we have to use the other principles. Before giving the Grida, we have to see the Kosta. So Kosta should be after we are given after a Virejana with the Avipatti Churna. Kosta Virejana with the Avipatti Churna. There should not be any Ulklesha. So given a Virejana with Avipatti Churna and given Mahatikta Grida internally 10 grams morning. And I have given washing with salt water. Wash the part with salt water for giving the ulklesha and this debris. Because pradisarana, you are the patient suffering itching. So that is supposed to vata kapha kapha lakshana is also. For removing the kapha, give a wash salt water and apply the mahatikta girda here. Then after 2 weeks, the patient like this type of result. This is the approach of the patient, doctor. Usually in this case, maybe psoriasis, you diagnose case you are getting, but you don't think it's psoriasis. You approach the patient as per our pramana, pratyaksha, anumana, ovana, shabd, aptavakya, and correlate, connect all the principles of treatment as per the Ayurveda. You give the medicine, you will get a good result. Actually, this is my approach to dermatology, especially for the diagnosis.
And just to let you know, few more parts of Acharya Rasayana that we are doing. This is a 100th year celebration of Sitaram Ayurveda, and as a part of that, our sister concern, Sitaram Research Foundation, is holding this Acharya Rasayana initiative. Now, the next webinar will be on the topic of asthma and also with allergic rhinitis. And that will be a very informative topic, and we are bringing in a very reputed practitioner in Ayurveda from Kannur Ayurveda College with Pariyaram. And that will also be very informative when it comes to one of our practices that we will be facing in the next few months, because as the winter is approaching, asthma issues, bronchitis, and also with issues of allergic rhinitis. And also why we chose allergic rhinitis for the next topic is now because of COVID, there is also a lot of misunderstanding. If anybody sneezes or if anybody is having cough, the diagnosis, people are having a lot of COVID hypochondriac these days. So as a part of that, we are inviting a doctor so that we deal with aspects of allergic rhinitis. And after that, we will also be discussing about the process in Panchakarma, which is about Vamanam, because this is also an ideal time to perform Vamana therapy in Panchakarma. So we will be requesting one reputed practitioner who is also doing Vamana in his OP in OP wise. So we will be providing all the links, and very soon we will be starting a WhatsApp broadcasting group, which our digital head, Mr. Harikrishnan, will be sharing in the WhatsApp group. So once you save that number, all the recordings link and also the notes of what we are documenting with every webinar, we make it into a PDF and we'll be sending it to you. If you're already a part of the newsletter, you'll be getting this information. Now, also in that feedback form, if you can also suggest if you have any particular topics that you would like to learn, and if you also have a panelist or a speaker that you recommend, we are more than happy to take your suggestion, and we will look forward to see if we can include them and make them a part of our Acharya Rasayana web series. And all the group links, we will be supporting it in the at the end. We will show that. Please give us a few minutes, and we hope that Dr. Sri Krishnan will join soon.
Okay, now I think I have some problem.
No problem,
okay.
sir. We are ready to wait.
Okay, so we can start. Okay. So I think now I have shared my experience. But see, when my old days, now it is when I finished my BMS, it was 1980. I can think in that way. I told you this way I can think. But nowadays, the new gen is there. There is change. Parinamam is there. And Parinamam is change. That is a contemporary importance we have to see. So, okay, we can avoid the psoriasis. But all the people coming in, the patients are very much studied about the psoriasis. So, as per the new generation theory, now we are from the traditional way we are in the webinar. So that webinar have its own merits and demerits. But we cannot avoid this traditional concept, even though we are in a modern technological era. But when combine this, I told you this from here. Our science started from the Buddha, passing to the Rishi, to Vedajna, to Ashwalaya, to Acharya. Now from the Acharya, see, this is my father and this is my grandfather. He's a Rigveda Pandita. He's a Asyayurveda expert. Now I am passing to the new gen. There is a big gap between this area to this, because this is the technological era. But it is not easy to connect, but we should have connection. Then only we will succeed in that practice. So, because see my experience, why I put it more than from my more than 10,000 patients I have so far treated the psoriatic patient. Because with a special interest. This is when I am a house surgeon in BIMS. This is 1981. This is my case record I have wrote in my house surgeonship period. A patient named Ramesh Babu, 28 years. Still he is 74 years old in Trichur, doing some business. At that time, diagnosed for Ayatakushtam. The case record of Panchakarma, we have done Vamana to this patient. The first time in Ayurveda college, we are conducting some Vamana. So, Vamana with Elaji Thailam, like that. This why this patient was very serious, and we have to 2 times treatment. They can diagnose case. So at that time, psoriasis is very rare. Once in a year, we can see the psoriasis type of patient. Now, what is the history of this patient? Still, after we are treatment, little bit ready, again it is coming. Then after what will happen to him, I will tell you later. Actually, still he is doing well. So from here, I am very interested to study this dermatological problem. So that is my arose my interest to concentrate more on the dermatology besides all other disease. From that, I have got more than 10,000 patients I successfully managed. From that experience, I am going to share. Nothing I am going to tell. Now this. So nowadays, you can see in the new generation, you think that you are seeing multifactorial etiological causes and multidimensional pathological manifestation in dermatology. So we want multi-level application of management methodology, targeting, cleaning the sources, stimulating the agnes, enhancing the organ function, motivating the micro-level metabolism, aiming dosha saming orthoprasadana. This is the underlying pathology and management of dermatology problem. Nowadays, the new gen want to think or new gen are facing. Here, what is just simply tell what the modern science or allopathy science tell about the psoriasis or the modern. Actually, just papular squamous disorder, well-defined erythematous papules with exfoliation, chronic and non-contagious autoimmune, remission and relapse. 120 million people are affected globally. Incidence rate is 1.5 to 3%. No sex discrimination. Any age it can pass, but first onset is 15-25. This also is not correct nowadays. We can get a patient from 3 months or 1 year patient we can get. So, and it's morphology. Usually start at the extensor cervix or extremities of the buttock, where the friction is small. Our Acharya Sigma is also causing Prayana Churdhagayasya. That in the Shiras, we are by the combing, all the scalp is always be irritated and usually dry, more flattened pumps and red scratches, thick playful, well marked boundary and loose silvery sail. Now, what is the exact cause is not known. Maybe genetic, maybe autoimmune, maybe environmental, or the master switch is still a mystery as per the modern science. But what is genetic? Relatives of one-third cases have psoriasis. That is an evaluation. And one of the patient is 10% chance. Both parents 30% chance. Many genes are associated in the genetic evaluation. 9 locations of different chromosomes are so far identified. Major dermatology source 1. Source is located in the chromosome 6 number, which control important immune function. So nowadays the modern science thinking about the change in the chromosome level to for the treatment of psoriasis, but it will change the different chromosomes nowadays due to the lifestyle. Now, immune related, it's an autoimmune maybe or may not be. The immune cells move from the dermis to the epidermis. T cells migrate, release cytokine, developing the exfoliation. Here, these tumor necrosis factors, interleukin 6 cause inflammation of the dermis, causing the psoriasis. Interleukin 22 increase the keratinocyte to proliferate the cells, cause the psoriasis. Dendritic cells induce the proliferation of the T cell, that also cause autoimmune. So these are the modern book you can read very easily, but I am just refreshing. The triggering factor in the psoriasis, as per the evaluation, some factors identified as stress is the one of the important factors. And climate, medicines, cosmetics, trauma, infection, more prone in dry skin people. Food and alcohol is also an added factor. Here, the medicines is very important. Lithium salt, beta blockers, chloroquine. Now, the post-COVID effect will come after the chloroquine, that is hydroxychloroquine, and SCQ medicine will cause this type. I have got 1 or 2 patients still so far within these 3 months. The psoriatic patient is exacerbation with these post-COVID treatment. So this is one of the point we have to think. The post-COVID treatment, the psoriatic patient will be more, I think, or the cured patient will again have this problem. So these are the triggering factors. The stress is very important. I told you the first patient I got, Ramesh Babu. After treatment, I think after the 40 years, his mind is changed, and somebody asked him to have a marriage. He married a lady, and after that he opened a business. He was a good politician, He was a good politician. If he was at that time, he was actually, he will be the chief minister of Kerala. At that position, he was at that time. But now he's running a small shop with his family, happily married life, and he said no problem because he has no stress. Because 3 months before I had called him, and he told like this. So this was the history of the practice. And what is the pathophysiology of psoriasis? There will be excessive turnover of keratinocyte, dilation of coiling of superficial blood vessels, leukocyte infiltration to the skin, mononuclear papillary dermis, neutrophils in the stratum corneum, intrafollicular epidermis is not affected. This is the most important. Intrafollicular epidermis will not be affected. So this is the pathophysiology. And here, the T lymphocyte migrate to the dermis, release cytokine, trigger the proliferation of the keratinocyte, increased level of prostaglandin will be there. Then the increased growth fraction, that is 30 to 100%. Here, skin exfoliation start, that will be happen 2 to 3 days in a month instead of 28 days. So usually one skin will be go outside in 20 days, but usually one skin will be exfoliated with 2 to 3 days. So the exfoliation of the skin, that is the scaling, that is the psoriasis with the itching, that is called the psoriasis. So this is the modern explanation of the so far psoriasis is identified. But so how they are diagnosing? Morphology is very important. Erythema, interaction, itching, and scaling. Auspitz sign, that is pinpointed bleeding when you are removing the scale. And Kobner's syndrome, that means whenever you are a scratch, there will be the lesion will be there. But here, the same symptom you can see in the lichen planus also. And usually they are depending on the skin biopsy. Here, parakeratosis, acanthosis, polymorphs on the epidermis, dilated in tortured capillary. These you can see in the lichen planus and the chronic eczema also. So you cannot believe this. So you have to reliable on these signs and symptoms. You have to diagnose whether this psoriasis or not. So it is partially wrong, partially right. So their classification as per the morphology, guttate, plaque, and pustular. As per the site, flexural psoriasis, palmoplantar psoriasis, scalp psoriasis, nail psoriasis. But there is no effective treatment in allopathy. In any Google search, you see this one. The people will come after diagnosing psoriasis, they will come to Ayurveda. There is no effective treatment with a depressed mood. That also increase the exfoliation. So this is the condition of modern allopathy practice or allopathy treatment in the case of psoriasis. So what is the Ayurveda point? Here, Ayurveda is telling a clear-cut etiology. Kushta Nidana, you have to think that Midyahara Viharana Visheshana Virodhina. Viruddhahara is causing. Here, Siraprabhati took place Asrgamishan Dushan Tirtha Dishtaram Robehi Toji Kurvandi Vaivarnam. This Samprapti is very much important. And also you think about what Charaga says in the Nidana. Here, Shidoshna Langana and Kraman Bukta Nishavanam. This is very relevant in our day because the people are sitting in the AC. Why they are going outside, they'll be exposed to hot climate. Again, they are coming to inside, especially this is happening in the Gulf area. Because full time they will be in the occasion, they will go outside. So at that time, the body is subjected to different climate at a different period. And here the climate is a star, the body temperature regulation will be altered, the body pathology will be starting from that. This is continuing. Per day, several times this is continuing. So gradually it is accumulated toxicological effect. Some peptide will be releasing due to that acclimatization process will be altered. In our side, the Agni Karma, Agni Buddha will be altered. And also, Dharma Shamayartanam Dhruvam Shidambu Sevinam. In the summer season, when the people are taking the water from the fridge, it's also one of the added etiology here. Here, Navana, Dedi, Malsya, Tila, Lavana, Amla Nishavinam, Masha, Mulaga, Pishtana, Tila, Chira, Guda, and all these are very important. Adirna Adeshanam, Vyayam Chabiverne, Nidram Chabajadam Diva. Here, here psychological. All these are each and every point is very, very relevant today to the formation of Kushta, especially the psoriasis. I have got, I think I will document everything. Several cases with the etiology of each patient will be different as per the so while managing psoriasis, you have to analyze the patient as per their education, their job, their family status, their financial factors, their surrounding, everything we have to analyze. Then you think what is the actual cause, what is the actual nidana, then nidana parivardhana should be done. So here, what is the samprapti? The samprapti is very much clearly described by the Vagbada. Now I will show you a visualized manner. This is the basic, is the physiological function of the skin or dermis. Here the samavastha in the skin or homeostasis mechanism. Here, these are you are the layer, you know, here in the skin superficial layer, there is a single cell, and here the blood is coming to the arterial end, and here the nutrition will be coming to the interstitial fluid, and the waste, the venous, and here the waste will be absorbed. Here the remaining fluid will be absorbed the lymphatic system, and by this the purity of the interstitial fluid is maintained, so that the cell will become viable. Here the Rasadhatu is considered as the plasma including the interstitial fluid and lymph. Recta is the capillary vascular pool. Medomamsa is the adipose tissue. Sweda is the sweat gland by which they are controlling the temperature. And the Kapha Pitta Vata. Kapha is the protoplasm. Pitta is the metabolic factor. Vata is the controlling factor. By this, the Dosha Sadhu Bala Moolam is controlling the maintaining as a Samavastha, usually in the physiological manner. This will depend upon the blood supply to the water to the arterial end. That means indirectly the blood purity will be maintained, or its content, its specific gravity, its nutrition, everything will be controlled, because the pressure by which the blood is flowing to the arterial end, the high pressure by which the interstitial fluid is maintained is very important. Then only the cell in the epidermis and dermis will be viable. This is the homeostasis mechanism. So here, what is the pathological condition? So here, pathologically, what is happening in the HF pathology, you can see formation of endotoxins in the skins and in the blood. So release of the free radical, increase the body temperature, decrease the sweating, hypothalamus disturbance due to the temperature regulation mechanism, defect the temperature regulation mechanism, defect of the acclimatization, and the altered force, coagulation of the arteries, increased proliferation of the cell, and exfoliation starting. This is the modern pathology. Here, psychological stress affecting the hormone status, release of the adrenaline, increase the body heat, affect on hypothalamus, very important. As per Ayurveda, apatya, ahara, vihara, and psychological manasika vigara cause rektadushti, rektavagasrodo dushti, dhadu dushti, dosha dhadu samurchanam, koshanasham, tuk vikalanam. These are the samprapti of Ayurveda. You can visualize what happened, due to the, I told you, the Rekta Dushti and Rekta Vakasrodo Dushti. Here, Rekta Dushti and Rekta Vakasrodo Dushti, the blood flow through the artery will be altered. Due to the specific gravity will increase, the artery will become swollen. Due to that, the osmotic pressure and hydrostatic pressure will be altered. The diffusion process will be altered. The waste material will be accumulated here. This waste material is not proper, so that the venous will also dilated. Here, the excess fluid and rasadhatu will be accumulated, so that the body is not able to maintain the normal vitality forces and normal vitality of the interstitial fluid. What happen, the cell will be disintegrate. That is called a koshanasham. Here, ultimately, the result with disturbance of the force. That means actually the skin is here. The skin will be made up of several layers. These several layers will be maintained by two forces. That means intraepidermal coherence and dermoepidermal adherence. These are in the subtle level. These are the force will be altered. This altered force will be cause this exfoliation. So the pathology both in external force, but internal force. When the Rektadushti is there, Rektavakasrododushti is there, gradually this will happen. Which are added fact is that here liver and brain causing several simple problems, because the liver causing the Rektadushti, brain causing the stress. So by this, the psoriasis comes. This is the subtle level we have to think. Here I told you in the Bhaudika level. Here the Agni is vitiated, this Jalabadadu is dry due to the accumulation of more waste material. Here Vayu and Prithvi Buddha will be more, the dryness will cause the crack in the body. So this is also Ayurveda will think in the Bhaudika level, the subtle level, or Ayurveda live in the Vada Kavaita energy level. Actually, modern this energy variation, the intraepidermal, these are the energy. Actually, basically here, potential energy, kinetic energy, mechanical energy will maintain the homeostasis mechanism. Here, when the potential energy is more, the kinetic energy, mechanical energy will be altered. So ultimately, these three forces should be maintained its own equilibrium. When it is altered, the intraepidermal coherence and dermoepidermal adherence will be altered. The exfoliation will be start. That depends on the severity of the affection, and also the quantity of the nidana product and the force of the pathological change. These are the samprapti of the psoriasis as per the Ayurveda. And I will show you the histopathology of the psoriasis. Here, hyperkeratosis. Here, see, here the thickening of the stratum corneum due to hyperkeratosis increased cell. Here, diminished granular cell level, and also elongated dermal papillaries. Here, the patchy infiltration of the dermis. Here it is thick, actually, but in the dermis, inside the dermis, you can see an inflammatory zone. So even though in the superficie it is dry, inside it is soggy. That is our Rajarai is called here. Sida Prabhadyati Jekka, so Uklesiga, Sargami, Shandoshe, and the Sadi Kutta. Tideka means Shodamargam Paditya Sida Tidjeka. Actually, it is not the dosha dushti is not in the enteral or parental route. It's away from the normal route. So it is not easy to eliminate the vitiated dosha to external. Here the Rektavaka Soda dushti plus inside the dosha. It is Sodra Margam Parityaja Siddha Tidjeka. So that it is called Siddheka Siddha. So this much importance is there for psoriasis. So from this, so this is the important factor. So here,
clear.
so here you think about the Kushta, from the Kushta, the Samprapti. So what is Samprapti Charaka clearly defined? Sattadraviyani, Kushtanam, Pragrivignapannani Bhavandi. Tatra, Jata, Atmita Shleshmanaha, Pravovan Pravidaha, Pushya Chatwari.
It appears sir's internet is again a bit.
Acharya 3000 BC. After that, our lifestyle, our everything is changed. Your internet is unstable. So actually, these are but this this we cannot see this psoriasis. This is considered visarpa, pitta kavaja. This is vata paitiga. This is clear kabhavadaja with a thick skin. This is kabhavadaja. This is vata kavaja. This is kabhavadaja. So how is the difference? Here you can do this Ayurveda Kashaya. Here you can give this Guluchati Kashaya. Here it is Vata Kapacha, Vata Paitika, you can give Manjistari. Here it is clearly Pitta Kapaja, you can Chadi Kashaya. So entirely different. Because Dosha say Yachi Pashet Pusteshu, Vishesha Linga Mudrikam, Tasya Shaman Puja Tada Padamsa Anivandasya. See the dosha, give medicine as per the dosha, then only you will get good result. So this is the approach fiber. Each patient is different. All these are diagnosed patients of psoriasis. But this we are not, this is Visarpa. This is can call Siddhma. This is actually we will call it Kidiva. This is also Siddhma. Here the Osha, this is Kapapaitia, this is Vatapaiti. This is Pitta Kavaja. This is actually really Vata Kavaja. These are really Vata Kavaja Yoga. So these are the difference of clinical process. You have to think into dosha level. No. So what is here? Sigma notion based on the Stajakri section. Actually, here the Sigma is Kavadiya and Vata telling Vata Kavaja. But it is too important. Actually, this is Vata Kavaja, this is Kavadiya. These two is Sigma. This is two different. This is Visarpa and this also it's Visarpa, some sort of Visarpa. This is the inflation will be more as because the patient is
Krishnan doctor. Sir, if you can slow down a little bit, it will be helpful. I think when you're talking a bit fast.
Okay. Is even if these 4 patients are saying that psoriasis by the modern people, as per the Ayurveda, this is the dosha for these dosha is different. It is actually the pitta kavaja, but the patient is more pitta pragati. The signs and symptoms is different. This is vata paitiga. It is Visarpa. This is Visarpa. Here it is Sigma. Here it is Kaphavata. It is Vata Kapa. Charaka says Sigma is Kaphavata. Vadra says it is Vata Kapa. So as per that, here you can give Aragotadi Kashaya. Here you can give Patola Katroneri Kashaya. Here you can give Manjistadi Kashaya. Here you can give Glucheti Kashaya. Different to different as per that. That is Charaka says Goshati is Pusteshu, Visheshalinga Mudrikam, the same Vashaman Guria, Tat Paramsa Anavantasya. So as per that, you have to change the medicine, then you will get a good service. So by that, actually the Rushara internally snigdha on scratching field copper red color first starts on the scan. Then you can call it here. And I will show you some of course diagnosis. These are 2 patients coming with they are telling that it's a suffering from psoriasis. But as doses, this mimics the psoriasis. And this is actually psoriasis. But this is not psoriasis, this is a case. Here, but why this patient recently I have treated, this is having the IG level more and we have a history of allergic dermatitis. So it is no other signs of symptom is chronic case and then diagnosis sarcoidosis. So this is our diagnosis will be both the symptoms. So this is the difference between modern diagnosis and our diagnosis different here. So before entering the treatment side, what is the concept of treatment? I told you, if you are approaching a dermatitis problem, embryologically, the skin is developed from 2 sides. That means the ectoderm is developed from the brain. The epidermis is developed from the ectoderm from where the brain is developed. And the dermis is developed from the mesoderm from where the stomach is developed. So it is very much connect the brain then stomach. So the etiology is also the liver problem, that is digestive problem, also that is Viruddhara, etc. Digestive agni is Vaishamium, and the brain due to the stress. So the treatment will be psychological and physical. That means Shodhana and Shamana. So here, the approach to psoriasis. classic Kushta Chikitsa treatment you can approach. That is Vadagavahara, Dosha Shamana, incorporation of Doshi Visha, psychological aspect, Pratyahara Vihara, Nidana Parivartanam, Samprapti Vikataram, and Ruk Pratikriya. These are the approach the psoriatic patient nowadays you can adapt so that you will get good result. So main principle will be Tuk Prasadhanam by Srodha Shodhanam and Dosha Shamanam. Here, for relieving the symptom, reduce the inflammation, restore the circulation, clear the metabolic channel. The prognosis depends on severity and chronicity of the disease. Consider Dhyana Vayu and Bhrachaka Pitta. So the treatment principle will be for, you see that Samprapti. So Samprapti Vigatram is the treatment. Here the Raktavaha Srodho Drishti very much in, you have to clear. Here Srodho Vishwa, you have to clear the channel. Medo Vilena, liquefy the stagnated fluid. You know, through Klesega, Asura, Amishan, Dosha, and the Sadi Kirtya. Here clear the channel, liquefy the stagnated fluid, Tapasravanam, remove the accumulated fluids, protoplasmic dushti, and Malashodhanam, eliminate the endotoxin. In the Ayurveda, sadhana karma is doing by Shodhana. Here, the most important, you have to clear the blood first, because here the Rakta Vaka Srodho Dushti with the Rakta Dushti. That means the quantity and quality of the Rakta will be different. So we have to clear the Rakta first. Then only you have to clear the first. In here, the importance of Rakta Moksha. If you are removing the Rakta directly, it will affect, it will correct the force or this Srodhas and this fluid. So this will be absorbed more. Here, so it's very important. It's very clear. Okay. Here, Shodhanati Vamanam, Virajanam, Vasti, Nasim, Raktamoksham. These are the more Vamanam, Virajanam, Raktamoksha is more important here. Nasim Vasti is not so important. And specific treatment Sakravara, Navaleva, Kaya Segam, Lepan Palapotin. And here Snehapana says the Purva Karma is very, very important to clear the Srodha. Because the effect of Shodhana is this is a biopurification therapy. Then transmembrane, there are two types, transmembranous purification and transcutaneous purification. Snehapana and Svedana stimulate these two types of purification. Then transenteral purification therapy by Pradhana Karma, Vamana and Vajra. And systemic purification by Raktamokta. Here, the Shodhana Margam by Siddhati Jaka. What is it is that transmembrane purification, transcutaneous purification is very important to that Srodhas. So after this only you are supposed to do Shodhana therapy. Then you will get the more purified tissues. So these are important. Here, but endotoxins of the secretory, excretory, and waste products are thrown out by plasma membrane through exocytosis. And the waste contains more nitrogen molecules and carbon dioxide. When the waste remain in the cell due to failure of exocytosis leads to pathological content. This is happening in the psoriatic patient due to the etiology or pathology. Here, what's the role of biomembrane? The biomembrane, cell membrane shows selective permeability and retentivity. Lipid soluble substance can have better permeability. Biomembranes like endoplasmic reticulum is helping detoxification of that is accumulated chemicals and contacting with lipids and protein. In cell complexion of molecule, in complex molecules will be complex that is complexion to form lipoprotein, glycoprotein, phospholipids, sulfolipids is important. Then only it will be excreted through the endoplasmic reticulum to the systemic circulation. So here lipids are very important. Our Snehana acts as a lipidizing factor. That is the Snehapana is very important in psoriatic patient. And here the felicitation when Snehana is introduced, it may improve the complexing of the waste and make easy for exocytosis. Since the cell membranes have made up of protein. It is a diffusion through the biological membrane, and it can cross the barriers which are thick and cytoplasm. Actually, this is more important for the Panchakarma people, and it's an academic description for a PhD level, but it is very easy for understanding for the clinical importance to the doctors. Snehapana is very important. So, important of Snehapana, Shodhana acts through the systemic channel. Purvakarma acts through the biomembrane. It stimulates the diffusion process. it fulfills the effect of Shodhana process. It have both curative and preventive effect. So Snehavana is more important in psoriasis. Because I know that several doctors are doing only Takradara without doing any Snehavana. That has no effect. Of course, some signs relief will be there. Next month it will increase. So without doing Snehavana, not it is not advised, it is not good to Sakradara to the people suffering psoriasis, because you can make money, but not where we can afford this. So these are the Shodhana. After Snehavana, this is the one of the example. After this, the psoriatic vulgaris patient. After Snehavana only we are got this result. Now sigma after scientific. After that, Snehavana and Vamana Virajana, some Kayasaka with Guluche the Kashaya and with Takradara. We have got this a patient from Tamil Nadu. This result. These are the scientific treatment. And you know, these are sigma. I told you this diagnosis is psoriasis, but it is a IT level increased patient in this one. Here, in this, we have got this. We have done this Snehavana, and also in this patient, the Haridra Kandam and Dushivshari Guriya is very much important, very, very useful. Both Alarkhand also very useful. This is, I told you, the sarcoidosis. The sarcoidosis is a systemic Snehavana, and here the patient is not fit for Vamana Virajana, which is some Kayasega. We have got this result. So these are the signs. Actually, this patient is coming from Gulf. The patient had got a treatment from allopathy, and also one Ayurveda doctor also treated psoriasis, but no result. But after analyzing, he had allergy previously, diagnosed allergic eczema or Visarpa, and we have done Snehavana after we have got this type of result. This patient, his daughter is an Ayurvedic doctor, and that due to that, she referred this patient to me. So these are some of the examples of classical treatment. This is a pustular psoriasis after and before. Here, palmar plantar psoriasis, we will diagnose this as chronic vipadika. And after the treatment, this much of result you can. Actually, this is a psoriatic patient, but actually, this we are diagnosed with Visarpam. But actually, it is as per the histopathology, this is diagnosed as spongiottic dermatitis. Actually, a famous dermatologist. Some dermatology diagnosed is a psoriasis, but we diagnosed a Visarpa and we had done this treatment. The result is very clear. Now, that is about the Shodhana therapy and clear scientific Ayurvedic therapy in psoriasis. Now, what about Shamana Chikitsa? It is not easy to do Shamana therapy. On the OP level, you can do Shamana Chikitsa. So, for Shamana Chikitsa, Ruk Pradikriya is very important. And you can do also Samprapti Vatna by doing some Virajana. So, you will get to, the patient will be satisfied. You will get a good result. So, here the medicine will be Agni Devana, Dosh Shamana, Soda Vishodhana, Tekta Shodhana, Mutrala, Mala Shodhana, Yagrit Takshana. Or otherwise, it is metabolic improvement, liver protective, diuretic, and purgative. So, here, several medicine. You have got a lot of, you refer some this medicine list of some pharmacy. Here, for my experience, the Svilyadi Gulia, Dushivshari Gulia, Kaishara Gugulu, Hydra Kandam, Alakani tablet is very much important, because nowadays the patient history, most of the patients have a Garanidana. So it is better to add some antitoxic drug. And also this Padola Kadroni Kashami is also, you have to these as per the dosha. Araguda is in more kapha. This Araguda is used in the more kapha. Mahatikta is Tridoshamana. Guruji, Patmana, Rishtantana, Pitta Slashma, Pitta Kapahara, Kapapitta. Like that, Girda is after Costa Virajana, you can give it, otherwise it will be Uklesha. So as per the dosha, everything you have to think before giving this medicine. And in this right case, you can give Arogyavardhani, Annabedi, Lokavasma, and Gandhakarasayana. You see, Gandhakarasayana is very much important, because usually the Gandha will cause shrinkage of the skin as a toxicity. Because it is the endosulfan toxicity, we are seeing ichthyosis due to the toxicity of the Gandhaka. And these Gandhaka have a effect of the shrinking. And here the sigma is causing exfoliation. It's an antagonistic. So Gandhaka is very much useful in this, but you have to cautiously give as per the dose, as per the condition, and as per the purification of the Gandhaka. The medicine usage will be the purity of the quality of the medicine should be maintained. And actually, you can use Eladikaran, Lakshadi, Parandyadi, Panjavakari, Yuvatyadi as per the condition. And all the Sora oil, Rakia Tinctoria oil. Several oils are available in the name of right here. Somebody will add with Ricturia to with Nimba, and the Nimba current just right here. Several preparations, but I told you what is the Rictia tinctoria. It is not useful, and it is not useful in Pitta Nibandha or allergic condition. That will increase. So that we have to bear in mind here. Sora oil in Soria. Actually, in the where you can because see most of the people are using Sora. You please where you I think this one. This is the Sora you use in this condition where it is more Vata Kabacha, where it is more thick. That is oil, lichenoid patches. You can use the Sora oil more. Lichenoid patches. If you are using all other conditions, if you are using Sora, you have to add something addable, something to relieve other dosha. One example, if the patient it is Vata Kavada, when the patient has some little pitta, in this Sora oil, you have to add some Panchavalkari or Nalpamari oil. Then you can reduce the toxicological effect of that. Like that, you have to think properly and you can use this Rictia tinctoria. No. So, very Pathya is very important. Most important, you have to advise the non-spicy vegetarian diet. Proper nutrition with enough fruits and vegetables. Drink a lot of water and fluids, proper sleep, healthy family communication should be there. We should avoid non-veg, fast food, bakeries, smoking, tobacco, alcohol, and nisha jagarla. Nowadays, what is happening? Most of the people are working in the night. So nisha jagarla will cause the temperature ratios and lot of stress, especially in the IT area. And also, the people also most of the people are sleeping only after 12 o'clock. That will cause the alteration of the forces in the body. Here, Acharya telling this is the Pathya. Shaliyo Yavagoduma, Mudga, Tiktashagani, Chaudhary is here to advise. Here, not to Amala Levanokadam, Dedi, Dugda, Guda, Anuba, Tila Masham, Teje, they have to avoid all these. And now that Shali, Yavagoduma, Koradosha, Priyangava, Mudga, Masura, to very Tiktashagani, Jangalam. Tribala, Arista, Chaudhary, Bhavani. These are the Pathya. This is where you have to give a diet, what they have to take, what they have to avoid. Proper diet you have to advise them, and what lifestyle they have to adopt here. And as per that, how you give a Shamana Pukka. This is a patient, diagnosed patient of psoriasis. And this is little bit pitta is there. So the patient, the dosha is, patient is pitta prakriti, dosha is, rogasya dosha is vatapetya. Here, there is two protocol you can add. First protocol, you can be Guluchya Kashayam with Tribala Gulgulu, Vilyadi with Chandra Prabha, and Navaisan Guligam or Haridra Khandam or Alakhand tablet you can use. Internally, you can have Ivatya the Thailam and Eladi Canada. Or you can give a second protocol. You do a Virajana with Girda and Virajanam, and you can give Tiktaka Girda and Pradisarnam and this level and some mistake. Pradisarnam with some Tribala Kashayam or Guluchedi Kashayam and apply some Vata Pitta Shamana oil like Panchavalkadi, like that. Then if you are doing in this patient, I have used this first protocol because the patient is not able to do Virajana and he is not interested to take a Grida because he will little cholesterol, 220 cholesterol is there. So he is fearful to take some ghee. Okay, I had done the first protocol I had done. And this type of result you will get within 2 weeks. Now it is only some color is there. For this, now it is become Vata. You have to only give some Aladi Karalam here. So this is the Shamana practitioner you can use, Shamana therapy you can use, along with the Pathya. Second, so here psychological aspect is very important, the chronic psoriatic patient. So you have to reassurance and educate and counsel. You have to teach the people what is the problem, what it can actually teach the people about this disease and what the patient have caused this disease after lifestyle, after low job, after food habit, like that. Then, so medication if necessary, only limited number of medicine. Necessary medicine, don't give lot of patient morning to evening, several kashaya, several arista, several lekia, several oil, like don't give. It will destroy the fame of Ayurveda. I see several people prescribing 4 kashaya, 4 arista. It will make only farmers people, but it will defame the doctor also. I got several prescription. I prepared it. Even some famous company doing research in the psoriasis. I think they don't know what is research. That is a problem. They are not diagnosing the psoriasis. So like that, they are giving a lot of medicine. They're advertising we have got a psoriasis clinic like that. But psoriasis clinic, of course, what is psoriasis? It's only for making a business or making a medicine sale. Identify it properly, give the proper medicine, educate the people, give comfort. And yoga and meditation is also very good in that one. And along with that, I usually in the chronic case, I will use Deva Vyavasha Chilsa and Satvavaja Chilsa. And one of this Namopati. Raja Pradha Dama Yamaseva, Tyagashila Yoga, Dija Guru Surapuja, Sarvasatreshu Maitri, Jina Jina Sudadara, Bhaskara Aradhanani. This Bhaskara Aradhana mean Bhaskara mean Bhakarodi Idi Bhaskara. Like the early sunrise is very useful for this. So I will advise them to have a early sunbath. 10 minutes early sunbath without doing any dressing. So that will be very good because in here vitamin D will be less, so it will be absorbed and the skin luster will be more. It will have correcting aspect. Like that, holistic treatment you can adapt in the psoriasis patient. Then, and also I have had a research unit. I have documented more than 50 psoriatic patients with a special line of method of treatment. In that, I have observed that 30 patient I have observed that 25% have a effect of some Jyotisha. Actually, Griheshu, Anuguneshu, in that condition, Deva Vivasa Jilsa is indicated. Everything in the universe vibrates due to movement of electron, proton, neutron, atom. At cellular level, what is a nucleus surrounded by rotating waves of energy? This is influenced by the nature, especially Navagraha. So, actually, when I will consider the Jyotisha principle also and observe the effect of Shani Graha and Rahu Graha in most of the people. And for first 30 patients, I have seen 25% affected by Rahu and Shani dosha. I have a consultant also. And as per that, I will give simple just simply japa, Vishnu Sahasranama japa, like that. Or simply some Pushpanjali like that. I will advise them with some sun bath also. Then I will give one of the case here. He is a chronic, they're gutted psoriasis, my patient. My principle is scientific, economic, and effective management. That is C project, our holistic C project. I have documented more than 50 patients in this case. Actually, in this, I will give only Kaishwari Gulgulu, Villuadi, and Chandraprabha. Kaishwari Gulu for Dosha Shamana, Villuadi for Garishamana, Chandraprabha for Sodashamana. And wash with salt water for Kavashamana. Apply simple coconut oil for Vadashamana. And morning only kanji, rice food. Lunch rice with vegetables. Night only fruit. Daily 30 glasses of water. Along with a 20 minutes sun bath and relaxing technique, most probably I will give the Namopati. These are my protocol of the treatment. So far, I have done more than 100 people I have treated, but 50% I have documented. And I have got this result coming physical and psychological treatment. They are getting good results. And after I will maintain the proper food habit and this psychological aspect. This is my research result. So, what is the important of this? This is scientific, economic, and effective treatment. It is economic, only 50 rupees per day, because as per week. Actually, this is another case of C project. Result evidence-based, it is a evidence-based clinical. This is only 50 rupees per week, because I told you this Kaishwari will only cost 60 paise. One. Vilyadi cost only 25 paise. Chandraprabha will cost only 1 rupees. So this is 3 times. 3 plus nearly it will come only. This is 1 3, that means 182 rupees, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 7 rupees. 7 rupees medicine for 1 day. 1 week it will cost only 50 rupees approximately cost per 1 week. It is very, very economic. I have tried this to several people. I have got a good result. So these are some of the examples of approach. So I think I can conclude. Let us have a conclusion. So approach to psoriasis will be entirely different as per we are thinking nowadays. It should be scientific. As per the Shastra Bhaga, think about the Shastra, diagnose the patient, nothing else. Dosha Dushya, Samorsa, you have to study Dosha Dushya, Balan Kalam, Pragrim, Alam Vayam. Sattun Satma Tada Akaram, Avasacha Pragatida, Dosha Shuru, the Rubane, Partayo, Chigil Sayam, Nas Kaladi Jadil. And also apply your Pramana, Pratyasha, Animanu, Bhavana Shabda. And as per that, you diagnose dosha, you see the dosha, which the condition, we patient, it is different people, but the pathology or the samprapti vikatna will be same. And give as per the what is our Shastra Bhaga is telling, as per that you can approach. So we can manage effectively and economically the patient suffering from psoriatic type of disease with the Ayurvedic principle. We should consider physiological, pathological, psychological, sociological, and economical aspect of the patient. So since the since we can manage most of the cases very successfully. So for that, the yukti of Vaidyan will be major role. Be a Vaidyan. This is the most advice to all the I think more than 160 people are attending this seminar. Be a Vaidyan. How? Vaidyan will treat the patient, not the disease. Natural approach will be good. So how will be a Vaidyan? Yes, with Hridayam in his brain. Samhita is in the Hridayam. Desha contemporary knowledge should be there. Satvika mana, creative mind. So Ayurveda students should invest in learning. Yes, that is your doing. Siddharam is doing a very good program, giving a chance for investing for learning more to the clinical side. So should invest in learning to become a great practitioner. So if you want more, attend the online classes for dermatology of date. You can contact this number. Or wherever Sadada Dhyanam Vada, Samyagatha, Ihayogesha Prapya, Chakrologe. Daily you have to read, you have to study, read more, study more, think widely, and approach in a positive manner. You will be get good result. So this is, I think, this is the point I had to tell in this seminar. I think one thing, Ayurveda is a science which was developed for 5,000 years ago. Still it is going. Nobody can make any adverse effect on the Ayurveda. Now what is going on? Allopathy, Ayurveda conflict. But you don't bother. You do your karma. You will get a lot of patients. You give them service. You will be benefited both physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. Ayurveda is a spiritual science. That means it is a service-oriented science. Our Acharya telling that is Charaka. That is Sarvabhudanukambaya. Atha Maitri para Punyam Ayurvedam Punarvasu Shishye Dattivan Shadvya Sarvabhudanukambaya. Sarvabhudanukambaya Ayurveda Dattavan Shadvya Shishebhyo. Kim it is Punyam Ayurvedam. Ayurvedam is Punyam. Atha Maitri para Ayurveda. Maitri is Maitri para. The Vaidya should be Maitri para. Vaidya should be considered the economical process of people. So I think that is all from me. Thank you. All the best to our people. You can contact me in this number if you want more any clue or any more. Anyhow, I will try to answer your question now. And also, I'm very much thank to Dr. Sita Ramanathan and Vignesh. And also, I think this is maybe a benefit to the people or doctors. Thank you very much. Everybody. I have pranam to all. Namaste to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sri Krishnan sir, for this wonderful, in spite of some technical issues, we still had the whole group staying till the end. That's a very good news that, you know, the information was so good, people wanted to stay. Sir, there are a few questions that I would like to ask before you leave. So one of the questions is, in OPD level, the medicines follow-up or duration to give in the first visit.
Okay.
Sir, one of the question, in OPD level, what can be some of the prescription that we can give in the first visit?
Yes, okay, that depends upon the dosha and condition.
Okay, sir.
I showed two slides. Okay. As for the dosha, sure. You can give usually the psoriasis vata kabaja.
Okay.
So when it is purely vata kabaja, you can do vata kabashana drug. That internally you can give, even though it is vata kabaja, the medicine all the kashaya is not vata kabaja. Oh, you can give in that country, you can give more, important will be more kapha, reduce. So considering the kapha is be more due to itching, etc. So if the kapha is more, you can give this Padola Gadrandi Kashayam or Uluchedi Kashayam, which this Sita Nidana is there, you can do. And usually my prescription will be Hyderabad with Vijayati or Doshi Shaipriya and the Uluchedi Kashayam. Okay. And in whether it is more Vada, you best to do Vidyadana and give Mahatiktaga or Mahatiktaga Grita.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. the next question. If there is severe kandu in day and night due to kapha and vata dosha aggravation, is there something we can do to manage?
Pardon?
If there is severe kandu, itching, if there is
Yes.
severe itching in day and night due to kapha and vata dosha, what to do for that?
Actually, the itching is due to kapha, not to
Okay.
vata. Or pitta is also causing. So you have to reduce, you have to give the kapha shamana therapy. Just to give you some kapha shamana kashaya chalana. Give avagaha with aragodadi kashaya. That will reduce.
Okay.
Or just to give lavana jala chalana.
Okay.
Salt water wash.
So another question. You mentioned about Chandraprabha. Now the question is, how will Chandraprabha function in this case?
Yes. You know, the what is Chandraprabha? The why it is given the name. Chandraprabha means it will cause the prabha like Chandra. That means it will give us the skin prasadana. If it is Prasadana, it should be Rakta Shodhana. The Chandraprabha will clear the impurities from the blood through a diuretic action. So if it is a Rakta Shodhana, it will have in the psoriasis. It will reduce the impurities from the blood through eliminating the impurities through the urine. So that is Chandraprabha is indicating that.
Okay. In fact, sir, you mentioned about Rakta Shodhana and also you mentioned Loha Baswam. So Chandraprabha has Loha Baswam, Shilajit and Guglu. All three are there in that. So this is a very good purification.
Yes, Gulgulu is Kapashoshana.
Yes.
Loha is Rakta Vardhana. Chandraprabha is removing the waste. That is, it is very important because it is Shodhana Marga Varititya Siddha Siddhaka. That is very important. I told you it is multifactorial, methodology will be multifactorial point.
Okay.
And now you are getting good results.
Okay. Sir, another question. So you mentioned in Patya 30 glass of water.
That approximately at 30 glass means 1 glass, I think 3 liters of water.
3 liters of water. Okay.
1 glass 200 ml. Maybe.
Okay.
That depends approximately because for at 15 years old it is what you see. You play a role. You have to apply your role. I am holding 30 glass. Tomorrow you don't give 30 glasses to all the water because Vishasana is told everybody should take 30 glass of water. Not good. It is Yukti. Approximately 30 glass for a adult.
So you mean to say hydration is very important. That's the point that we have to.
Yes. Because for this purification, water should be. Because our body is more jalabad dhatu. In here, jalabad is decreasing.
Thank you. Sir, and another question. Can we use Panchatiktaka Grudha Gugulu?
Panchatikta Grudha, I think that combination is not scientific. Panchatikta is there. Panchatikta is Shoshana. Gugulu is also Shoshana. And in when you are making Grudha, actually what is the intention for why you using this medicine? That I am not. If Gulgulita is there.
Okay.
And that actually Gulta is Sandhyastigata Manthamita. It is one more deep rooted. It is Majjagada Dhadu. Astigata Dhadu is effect, it is useful in that condition.
Okay.
Thus, Panchatikta Gulguli is as the same like Gulgulita. Okay, it's a good value because it's not content, Bhajataka is not there. So in that case, another condition you can use.
Okay.
In this condition, I think it is not useful.
Okay, sir. Sir, any of your experience with Padola Muladi Kashayam?
Padola Muladi usually in this case you are not using.
Okay.
Padola Kadunari you can use. Padola is only for Costa Shodra. That is, in this condition, the whole dhatu is became ulklesha.
Okay.
So in that condition, before just after Snekhavana only you are supposed to be Virendra.
Okay.
For each of that, just to do some Virendra with the Trilesha or all the things.
Okay. Sir, the one question is, if somebody asks, is psoriasis completely curable? What is the best answer we can give to that?
No disease can be completely curable. Even a fever, even the Vashagada, there is no curable unless they have maintaining a proper lifestyle. That is the answer.
There is a statement.
No disease.
There is a statement.
No disease can.
I mean, there is a statement for what you're saying. There are no incurable disease, only incurable people. So
Yes,
as long as
yes,
they are
yes.
able to follow the lifestyle, Pathya and
Yes, yes,
possible.
yes. Even doctors are not even like all the any disease cannot be cured by Vaidya. Vyase Tattuvadi Jnanam Vedanaya Chandrikaya Vaidyasya Vaidyatvam. Na Vaidya Prabhurayusha.
Okay.
Educate the people like that. If they want to complete cure, they have to change their lifestyle and mental attitude.
Okay.
Then I told you what happened to my patient Ramesh Babu. Hospital 1981. Done Vamana and Virajana. He has partially released, but since he is a very stressful person, again he is recurring. Got several treatment, special treatment. But lastly, by I think by 40, somebody told that you should marry one lady, and he married. And by because last year I think I heard that he got his number because one of his friends, when Peter at that time again came for my in my hospital for some treatment, and I asked him whether you any news from that Ramesh Babu, and he gave my number, his number. I called. He was telling that after 40, after marriage, he opened a small shop and they completely changed his lifestyle. Previously, he was a full politician with a full pension.
Okay.
Actually, without any disease, he will be the chief minister of Kerala. He was a colleague of DM Sudhir. That's how I got it. Now he is very happy with the 70 years. But that change his attitude, that change his lifestyle, the happy, nothing, no problem. So like that.
Okay, sir.
Attitude. We are changing the lifestyle.
Sir, we are having more questions, but at the same time, we are running out of time. So we will slowly
Yes,
come to an end.
Yes.
And we will ask our managing director and also the managing
I think,
trust.
if they have if they have any doubt, they can ask number. They can ask to that number.
Sure, sir. We will be putting it in our the notes. We will send the number also. To them.
Yes.
We can also.
Yes. Okay. Then access unlimited. Somebody asked if we can access company limited complication. This is actually this is a panchakarma. Without they are not, if they are not studying, you go for another BIMS course. This type of question, because the people should study Ayurveda first. I got that. How can access Nakapana limited complication? Somebody asked, was he the UT? All Banale. Yes, if the VMS graduate don't know how to assess the Sakamana, what is the benefit of studying the VMS? Study Panchakarma very well.
Sir, one question is how long?
Please send the WhatsApp.
Physician, question: how long the patient has to follow the Patyaharam after cure? Question from Patya.
Lifelong.
Lifelong.
Nityahari Vihara Sevi, Nityahari Vihara Sevi, Samitagari Vishiyashara, Adasama Satyavara Chamavan, Apo Sevi Chavatiru. Any other question? Mostly is complication. What the complication mean? Actually, if you are doing the Snekavan in a proper way, time, no complication will come. The question is
okay, Ignesh.
Sir, we will send the questions to you, sir, and then we will be able to answer it, sir, as we are also the time limit.
Okay.
So we'll ask.
I have given the WhatsApp number, and in the presentation, actually, I have given the not here number. In the presentation, I given the WhatsApp number. Send that to all.
Sure, sir.
The last slide I have given my they can attend my online class also.
Sure, sir. Sure.
They can attend.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Dr. Just one more.
Dr. Physician, your class is very effective.
Yes.
You have started a creative discussion of statement. That is, I do not know what is psoriasis. I do not know how to diagnose it.
Yes.
I do not know how to manage, but we can manage effectively and economically the patient suffering the psoriasis type with the Ayurveda principle. After the completion your classes, I know what is psoriasis. I know how to diagnose it through Ayurveda. I know how to manage, and I know how to manage very economically. So that three area you are clearly maintained, sir. Thank you. This is a need also. So
yes, one request: prepare your duty and good. This don't stop the Lodar Saviadi, and also your Alaganda is very effective. Little bit economically you market.
yes, your
Also your
conclusion.
Sora oil also.
Manage effectively, economically, and patients from psoriatic type disease with Ayurvedic principle.
Yes.
So 95% you are covered Ayurvedic side, sir. That is the beauty of this seminar. Most of the time, all the people are covered the modern system. But fortunately, you are covered most of the 95% area, that is Ayurvedic concept and Ayurvedic medicine, and how to manage with the help of the picture, and how to medicines apply and after the benefits of the patient. All people, at more than 200 people are participate in this webinar. I think most of the comments are beautiful. All are mentioned that is very useful and very effectively. They are very useful for their practice also. So I am very thankful, Dr. Srikrishnan. I think now is Dhanvantari, that is next 25th is our Nilwai, Dhanvantari days, Dhanvantari Bhagwan.
Yes.
But anybody want, nobody's go to the Dhanvantari Kshetra, you slightly pray to Sri Krishna doctor. He is a Dhanvantari. Direct, they visited Dhanvantari temple every day. That is, he is blessing also. He is all the time, he is spending the much of the time from the Dhanvantari. Wherever you go, his hospital, you will getting only a song, only Dhanvantari's mantra only. Thank you very much, Sri Krishnan. It's very useful. The Siddharam group of the Research Foundation and the family and all the participants, I once more and thank you. And all the participants, I once more thank you, sir. Dr. Vignesh, please explain next meetings, this Sunday meetings details also. Thank you. Thank you.
The next webinar is on 27th. We'll be discussing the topic on asthma and allergic rhinitis, and we will be sending the details very soon. So thank you, Dr. Srikrishnan sir. It was really an informative lecture, and thank you so much.